So last night, two major casting announcements were made for the new Batman-Superman movie, or the Batman vs Superman movie, the Man of Steel 2, or Superman vs Batman, whatever they're going to call this thing. And as always, the internet has been tearing itself apart over this. Now, first of all, I want to talk about Jeremy Irons being cast as Alfred, because for me, that's a no-brainer. That works. That's perfect. And no one's talking about it. Everyone's talking about Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Everyone's really focusing on the negative here. Jeremy Irons is playing Alfred. Cool. I mean, okay, obviously they're always going to go with like some sort of older, classically trained British actor for this role. But, oh, Jeremy Irons, that's brilliant. He's Scar, man. That's going to be the... Oh, I'm already, like, I was already looking forward to this movie, but Jeremy Irons as Alfred, oh, that just gets... Like, I just want to focus on that, but I know everyone wants me to talk about Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, so I'm going to talk about that. Personally, I don't think it's a bad idea. Okay, so he doesn't really look the part. I mean, I know Lex Luthor's meant to be physically intimidating, I'm meant to be like a big guy, but that's never been... To my knowledge anyway, the whole intimidating, big, tall, muscular guy, to me, that's never been a defining trait of Lex Luthor. He's always been clever, and Eisenberg can pull off clever. His danger is in his mind, which kind of makes more sense than him being a big guy in a power suit, I think. You know, I always thought, like, if he was just a smaller guy going up against Superman, that makes more sense, I think. Because Superman's obviously this big, muscly guy. I mean, look at Henry Cavill. Look at that guy. Look at that. Yeah, again, I don't actually think it's a bad idea. I mean, people are saying, oh, but he's not, you know, he's never really played a role like this before. And I think, well, yeah, this is true. It's definitely not a predictable choice. But at the same time, I'm thinking, you know, he's never played a role quite like this before. It means he's never played a role like this badly before. I mean, we haven't seen his audition, or if he ever did an audition, we haven't seen his screen test. I mean, the people who cast him have, and obviously, if, you know, they thought he was good in that. So, and again, okay, maybe they're willing to take more risk with this movie because there's no way this isn't going to make like $1 billion. But at the same time, I'm thinking, you know, they wouldn't cast a guy they think is bad in this. You know, I mean, okay, they've made some interesting choices. Ben Affleck as Batman, interesting choice. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, again, interesting choice. I mean, okay, as always, we fall back on the whole, well, no one thought Heath Ledger was going to be any good, and look what happened there. I'm going to fall back on a more recent one and say, look at Henry Cavill, because I think I watched Man of Steel again recently, and I have to say, Henry Cavill nailed Superman in that. He's brilliant in that. Did anyone think he'd do as well? Okay, he's not George Reeves, well, who is? But he does a really, really good Superman in that movie, and a good Clark Kent, and a good Kal-El, whatever you want, you know. He's done really well. DC have done really well in their casting before. Okay, I think Lawrence Fishburne is fantastic as Perry White. Just to stick with the Man of Steel for a bit. See, I'll wait to see, but I'm being positive about it. I'm like the one person who is being positive about this whole thing. Yeah, I hope he's good. If he's bad, I don't think they'd cast him if they thought he was going to be bad, or if he's going to be bad. Again, this movie's not out for another 2 years, so he could bulk up, definitely. 2.5 years, really. He could bulk up a bit, no more 2 years, really. He could bulk up a bit easily in that space of time whenever they start filming. But again, I don't think that's really needed. And if you're going to make the kind of Lex Luthor figure for a modern day, he would be a kind of, I'm going to say, a Mark Zuckerberg figure, and obviously Jesse Eisenberg has played Mark Zuckerberg in the past. So yeah, and it's interesting all the different age ranges we're getting with this as well, because, you know, he's an older Batman, obviously younger Lex Luthor, kind of middling Superman there. I actually think it's an older Superman as well, because in Man of Steel he says he's 33 years old, because of course he is Jesus, but like he's 33 years old, and I was only thinking that's a bit old for Superman to be at the start of his career, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, this is a very interesting looking project. I want to talk about this more because I have things to say about Man of Steel and post 9/11 and all that sort of thing. But also with DC's plan, because people are saying, oh, this is going to fail, it's going to be awful. I mean, they're not following the Marvel thing. And as much as I love the Marvel thing, and yeah, maybe like Marvel works, but it's the only one we've seen that works. Maybe there is another way to do this that we haven't seen yet. As always, I remain positive about this upcoming film and won't judge it until I actually see it. At which point, I'm going to say it'll probably get a mixed response, and I'll probably be on the positive side because that's the kind of person I am. I always look for the positive in films. My blood group is B positive, and I'm not saying that for the sake of a joke. My blood group is literally B positive. I gave blood once. I should really do that again, but I gave it once, and it's a B positive. I can't overstate the number. I'm not saying that just for a joke. It is B positive. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this movie. Again, questionable casting decisions, controversial casting decisions, no doubt. But until we actually see the movie, I don't think we can call it bad casting decisions, you know? Be interesting to see. Because we haven't really seen... I really like Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor. I know people don't like Superman Returns. I'm a fan of it. And I really like Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor. But I think he could have given a much better Lex Luthor, actually. If you watch him in House of Cards, he's basically being Lex Luthor with hair and doing it really well. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I just hope Jesse Eisenberg doesn't put on the big power suit. Yeah, this film seems overstuffed as it is. And there's rumours of another villain being cast. I don't think they're going to go Joker again. I mean, they might do. They should do a Batman villain. I think no, because they want to keep it as more of a Superman movie. So maybe they should do another Superman villain. I mean, they've used General Zod. I know Superman has lots of villains. Again, I'm not the world's biggest Superman fan, but yeah, I don't know what to think about this. I'll remain positive until we actually see what he does with the role. So yeah. That's my thoughts on Jesse Eisenberg being Lex Luthor. And as always, Jeremy Irons as Alfred. Again, no one is talking about this, but they should, because that is gold. That is gold. Talk about that more, internet. Focus on the positive, guys. Come on. Jeremy Irons is Alfred. That's good news. See you guys tomorrow.